yesterday, so I had to stop and restart just in time to catch that snipe high off the boards. I know Papa's going to be watching the replay from the beginning at least, so I'll talk to the 0 viewers here, knowing he's going to be watching later. That must have been Big Joel Kupiak, just judging by the size of him and the fact that he's not saying anything, and in fact it is. So, boy, how's that for timing? There's a save by Roach down low previous to that. Face off to his left, one down into the Valkyrie zone, saved by their goalie. Face off to her right. Puck made its way to Joel Kupiak. He buried it with a beautiful shot to the right post of the goalie. Just tucked in. I don't think it made contact with the post, but it hit the mesh just inside the post. Pretty little rim around the mesh there and into the goal for a 1-0 Serpents lead here with 12-12 to go in the first period. I apologize for the technical issues I seem to face every single game. No one to blame but myself, but without executive producer Deborah Roach here, one-man show, and same issue 2 days in a row, so I'm going to see if I can fix that before the game tonight. Oh, we have a odd player rush developing here, but well pursued by Christensen. Is that Christensen? Has he joined us today? I believe it is. Oh, we got a rush at the other end. Nice shot. Well handled off the glove. That was not Christensen. So he's joining us today. That's great, and I understand Wedge is back as well. So the 2 forwards that were playing D yesterday, one of them was Maddox Henderson, and he's played forward and D, so I'm not sure his natural position, because when he plays forward, I think he's a natural forward. When he plays D, I think he's a natural D. So I was thinking about it last night, actually, when I was going to bed. I'm like, what is his position? And I think it's to his credit. I don't know. See, Roach ran to the bench, so that's an indication that a Valkyrie player is going to the box. And I'm trying to say so many things at once here as I catch up. I'm not sure if I said, yes, I did. William Wedge will be back today. So welcome re-edition. Oh, we even have a full coaching staff over there. No, we don't. I don't see any Andy Navarrete over there. I believe he was at his nephew's wedding yesterday, so it's possibly he's sleeping that off. I don't know. Is that Hudson Boulanger on the bench? I don't think it is. Oh, you know who it is? It's Hayden Dennis. I'm 90% sure. Tyson Dennis's oldest son, Hudson Dennis, of course, on this team. So his older brother, he's a player on the 2010 Serpents, or at least he was last year. And I'm telling you, he plays just like his younger brother. Big, fast, strong, offensively gifted. That's Dennis there, our Dennis. So that's who that is on the bench. To his right, wearing all black, is Owen and Lucas Johnson's dad. Big stands created on the power play there, but a nice blocker save track by the Valkyries goalie. DDP pass here. Navarrete tries to force it back, but this number 13 that I remember from her previous games with the Valkyries, she's got an A on her jersey now. Well-deserved, I'd say, from at least the way she plays. I don't know what she's like in the locker room or on the bench, but on the ice, she's a real leader. There's Duke Drinkwater screaming down the right wing back. And a pass that makes it through 2 players for a big old blast over there by someone with his jersey up. Look at his face as he goes by here. That's Maddox Anderson, number 10. Nice reversal behind the net there to clear out some space on the zone exit by Travis Chinasik. Nice give and go back and forth between them. Back on Chinasik's stick. Nice little backhand off the boards to the right. See, a perfectly placed shot. Goalie had to make another nice save and did. There's William Wedge. I mentioned he's back. That's him closest to us out there, number 88. We can't see his jersey in the way, but on the right D, you see his name, Wedge. That's him with the puck on his stick. Nice to have him back, like I said. Christian as well. You can see the player skating out of the box. Back to even strength, which is going to be a short little advantage here while the player jumps off the bench and back into the play. She's done so now. Shot blocked, I think, on the short side or off the short side of the net. Serpents out flying this game. So here, I can reset this now that I've got a moment to breathe. This is the third matchup between these two teams this spring. The first two were in the Serpents Cup. In the first game, the Serpents won 5-4. And in the second game, it was 6-1 with 30 seconds left. The Valkyries added a late one to make it 6-2. So a 5-4 victory for these Serpents in the round robin, a 6-2 victory in the semifinal game. But I remember both games, this team was a strong team. It's a 2013 team. So the year older than us is number 22, comes in on a clear break. Nice positional coverage by Roach. There was nothing to shoot at there. Forced a shot wide. Henderson to come back, spike the D. Gets it under the goalie, but it drifts through behind the net. The player and people here are going to want a penalty shot, but that clearly wasn't unobstructed. So a nice rush by Maddox Henderson causes a desperation hook by number 10, the other assistant captain on the Valkyries here. Not sure that was a bad penalty. Might have saved a goal, but she's going to go sit down for 2 minutes and think about whether it was the right decision or not. I think it was, when you look at how close that was. Had he not been bothered, that might have been enough to allow him to actually get the puck on net, because he did get it underneath the goaltender. Nice rush by Maddox Henderson. So 7:52 to go in the first. The Serpents on a second power play in short measure here. Good offensive chances created in the first power play. Let's see if they can cash them in on the second. Some of the same players out there. Forward Marcelo Navarrete on the right D. Adding offensive pop. He gets it to Duke Drinkwater, and rather than try to shoot it through the D, gets it down low. A nice little last second decision by him. But a 2-on-1 developing here for the Valkyries. The coach on the bench throws his arm up and says, "What's going on?" Nice back pressure and play by Navarrete, who I'm going to remind you is a natural forward. That's him again over there getting his stick on the puck and separating the player from the puck. However, we see a slash being called here, and perhaps that's actually why Tyson had his arm up, though. No, it wasn't, because we touched the puck in the meantime. So clearly it was after that. I was pointing out how much Marcelo was involved in the play and separating the player from the stick. I did not see any kind of slash, but the referee did. And so with 1:22 to go on the original penalty. So clearly that's a mistake up there. That number 9, 2 minutes should be on our side. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for minute 22. And then we'll have 38 seconds left for the Valkyrie power play. So to finish that thought, this is a female team. We have an all-female day ahead of us here. I think I called it Female Sunday yesterday. It's Female Saturday. I want to make soccer at the weekend starting earlier. The game's on Friday. But we're playing this 2013 Valkyries female team today, right now, obviously. And tonight, 8 p.m. local start from memory. We're playing the 2013 female Snipers, the year-older female version of the Nanaimo Snipers team we played yesterday. Unfortunately, regardless of how today goes, we're mathematically eliminated from the top 2 spots, is my understanding, and the realization we came to. The consensus that was reached at the team dinner last night, that even if we win this 2, the best that we could be is tied with the Nanaimo Snipers boys team, and they had the head-to-head against us as a breakaway comes in here. Elliot was showing me just this morning in the hotel that this is the move that almost every breakaway player is doing at this age, where they go forehand, backhand, cheat over, it allows them to score, and if you honor the cross crease, if they place that puck perfectly at this age, the goalies, or at least he, is just a little too short to get that foot over against the post. So it does make for a difficult save, but he was down on the ground and showing me with the mini sticks net that him and Duke Drinkwater wore out last night and this morning. And I saw it play out right there. So you can't say he didn't know it was coming. And he made the save. That's going to look like an easy save, but he stayed on his post rather than coming off. And I'm impressed by that, because I thought the puck carrier is going to continue through, and then he starts sliding, but he knew better than me. He stayed tight on that post, and when she shot, his pad was there to make that save. We are on a Valkyries power play here for 17 seconds. You see Marcelo asking to the bencher in the play, Coach is telling him into the play. So 5 seconds left. Puck to the Valkyrie end. That's excellent. A good little mini PK here for the Serpents. And despite a couple of odd player and breakaway rushes for the Valkyries. Valkyries? Oh, I don't know the plural. Or actually, I just realized I don't know if it's actually Valkyries. The Serpents are still holding a 1-goal lead. You can see how well they're playing here. Well, they got a good night rush shot to the net, almost deflected, not deflected. That makes it difficult for the goalie, all that traffic. She's been fantastic. It could be 4 or 5-0 right now. Oh, a nice steal here leading to another odd player rush. But the whistle blows for an offside, perhaps? Valkyrie player slams her stick in frustration. Yeah, face-off placement tells me that one of those players was offside, so Roach ready to go. In bed nice and early, 8 o'clock. He slept probably 12, 13 hours. He's really not a kid you have to talk into preparing for these games. He loves them. Duke Drinkwater as well. I took the dog out when I came back. Those two boys are asleep. Made me proud of them. We're only going to have Duke for the first game today. So we have some reinforcements in. In fact, I think we have the whole team over there that we're expecting this weekend. So we're still missing Jasper Smith, Brady Williams. I may be forgetting somebody else when someone's not here. I find it hard to recognize that when they are here. Of course, I do see that. But we'll be down to Drinkwater tonight as he has other obligations. Nice defensive play there by James Walker coming back and knocking the stick off number 13. The camera caught it. She rolled her eyes in frustration. Gosh, I thought I was gone, but nope. James caught up, got the stick off it. Off the stick. Good play by him. That's her there. She's a very good player, that number 13. Few big girls on this team as well. I'll say girls, they're 13 years old. They're in the lobby last night, and with the eye paint and the big bodies of a lot of them, and they have the elite training hockey bags they get from all the camps they do and everything. I thought, well, no wonder they're so good. They're big and powerful and athletic. Obviously, they know it with the face paint that you probably see as the players. You get closer, chance down low, tucked away. I see some parents cheering. That's my first indication, followed by the official indication of the referee pointing. Didn't look like much room down there at all to work with, but all that stick handling work he got done with the mini sticks, taking the 7-game series from Elliot Roach. Or did Elliot win? It was highly. I even forget, but it went 7 games and nothing to work our hands into form like mini sticks. Duke Drinkwater. Wait a minute, I'm saying Duke Drinkwater. Was it him or was it Hudson Dennis? Well, he's always got sweet hands. So one of those two with the goal. I apologize, I don't know who. My first thought was Duke Drinkwater. I think it might have been, I just got him confused with Dennis in the celebration, but it might have been Dennis. Either one of them capable of a good tight down low back and forth forehand backhand. There's a bunch of moves being put on there till enough space apparently opened up to fit the puck into. To me, it didn't look like there was much of a chance for a goal on that play. So impressive goal. Whoever scored it. Heston taking the space available on the right wing, letting his shot go. Doesn't miss by much, but with the velocity it had, it ran around all the way and out to the blue line where it was held in. You see a nice goal, Valkyries goal sign over there beside their bench. I'll zoom in on that next break. Pass up ahead. Well, there we get one right on cue. As the pass got caught up in skates, I was late getting in, and that caused an offside. I know it's shaky when I zoom in like that. I apologize. The tripod missed too much in the arena here, so I'm going handheld. Welcome, viewers. I'm not going to say again. I apologize that the start was jilted. Serpents opened the scoring about, 3 minutes into the game. Some good chances. Going back the other way. A lot of action there after the play. I think the shot was right at the whistle, but it was taken. Roach played it through anyway. Made a save. Baines tripped up, and in so doing slid into the player right in front of us here, number 12, Alexander, took her out. As I like to say, it looks like she slid into second. You know, you're playing hockey when your jersey's covered in snow, and we're only not even fully through the first period here. Some of the feedback I got after the game from the Maritimes was just how slow the puck looked. It's moving a little better here in this first period, but there will not be as likely. So, yesterday anyway, the puck certainly slowed down as the game went on, and I saw these kids in my car going to the team dinner last night, and I asked them if my observation was accurate, and they confirmed that, yeah, as they tried to skate ahead, the puck would drift behind them, and they'd be forced to reach back with their sticks, and it kind of threw off their offensive momentum. Big collision down there, but it's tight where I can't see it. Looks like everybody got up and skated out okay. Refs are not even, so everyone's okay. But I mean, I will point out again, look at the 5 Valkyries on the ice now. They're bigger than our players, except for Big Joel Kupiak. So that's the difference a year makes at this age, right? It's quite a difference. Again, I looked it up at the Serpents Cup. Let's see if I can remember. I didn't think to look again. The Valkyries were always somewhat mortal, somewhat immortal. Whoa! Goddess supporters who picked out the most valiant soldiers slain in battle and brought them to live with the gods. Oh, I did remember. And if you can think of a better name for a girls' sports team than that, I'll tip my cap to you, because what a great name that is. So we're playing demigods today. Demigoddesses, demigods. Hopefully they won't be picking any of these boys up after slaying after this battle. Oh, save me, but the goalie looked behind her, and actually it did get through her, but on the other side, out of the net, she looked behind her to her left, which might have been a goal, but it drifted out to her right, so it drifted right. Whole lot of cheering from the Valkyries bench. I'm trying to pick up on what or why. 15 seconds to go here in this period. 2-0 right now for the Serpents. They'd probably take that result because as well as they've played, I think that's a pretty generous lead for how well this team's played as well, and the odd player rushes they've produced. So that 0 looming impressive for the Serpents, but at least as much so that 2 for the Valkyries. As I mentioned not long ago, I really feel that we could have 4 or 5 goals here, but for some strong goaltending play by the Valkyries. 2 notes here. The first of which is the principle. Because the first game ended in just both teams being sent to the change room, and because I often forget that at the end of these tournament games, there's a player of the game presentation anyway, I did forget yesterday. So when that game ended and I hit stop, the players lined up for the player of the game presentation, and by the time I was able to get the camera rolling again to start it had finished, so I apologize to the Walker family, and I'm pleased to let everybody know that that's who received. Well, that's a cool cheer. That's who received the Player of the Game award, was James Walker. So big number 23, good on him. And I say this a fair bit, and I think it applies here. Sometimes it's more of a overall general award for good play throughout game to game and reliability, and especially from the defense. So you've heard me say this before, but again, I think it shows sophistication from the coaching staff to recognize that, because of course when a defense plays a strong game, the defining trait of that is that you don't notice. Similarly, goalies, it's mostly mistakes that are noticed or when they get beat. So to recognize that and acknowledge it, I think is good coaching from the Serpents. I'm not surprised by that. We see it throughout the season. So congratulations to James Walker. Second point, we have a very dedicated executive producer, an assistant in the truck in Ottawa, who went through that first game in slow motion and counted the shots, because it was such an interesting game and there was a lot of non-consensus 317 shots. 3 shots across 42 minutes of play. So if you were to extrapolate that out as if the game had finished, that would have been an 84 shot against game. And with the truncated third period, you're looking at more like a 90 shot game against. So that just puts a focus on, to be honest, how fun that game was. But that's just some extra information. I certainly found it interesting. The sort of 2 guesses that were most common were 60 shots and 80 shots, and I think both people are right because it was 63 shots, so those people are right. If you extrapolate that out, it's 80 plus shots through a full 3 20-minute period game. So it felt that way. Wow. That's a nice hockey all around there. It's really well defended, perfectly defended. And the player with the puck did a good job to get a fairly dangerous backhand shot off. Or what might have been, and Roach did a good job hugging the right post so that the puck just hit him. So nice hockey by Blue in that rush. Not resulting in a goal. 13 minutes to go here in the second. So again, we have this game, the game tonight, and that's the end of the tournament for these Serpents. Yeah, that number 8, I just want to completely confirm with the tape on the back of his jersey is Grayson Warnock. I got confirmation, even though they're family friends. And hang on. Oh, nice goaltending again. I doubt she even saw that shot. She just went where she was most likely to have the puck. Marcelo put a shot right on the inside post. Would have been a goal had it not been played so well by the goaltender. Nice zone exit pass there by Kupiak. Just misses with Mason Baines. He had a great game, 2 games yesterday. Great day is what I'm trying to say yesterday, Mason Baines. A lot of people talking about how big he plays. You see him off the ice, and like his dad said, you think you could fit him in your console or your glove box, but on the ice, he looks like he's 6'1", 210. Plays such a good, smart, hard game. Speaking of which, there's Christensen getting it down low. Chanasic digging that out and getting himself in front so that Asher Wakeland had a chance to get it to him and miss by much between those two. Nice give and go. Good work by both of those players. Asher back. No, that's not Asher. Who's that down there? It's good D, whoever it is. Oh, Maddox Henderson. How often do I say, who was that nice play by? I look it up, and it's Maddox Henderson. What a player. Here comes Asher Wakeland, AP with the team. Beautiful little backhand. Pass hits Travis Chanasic, who's screaming across the slot. Gets a dangerous shot off, but it goes up and over the net. Some good communication between those two. And again, they'll haven't played together before yesterday that I'm aware of. They're from different associations. And Asher Wakeland making the drive up here daily to play with our team as an AP. Welcome addition, and good back and forth between those two there. That's him there right in front of us. As Henderson comes screaming by, that's Wakeland putting the pressure on and finding the puck back on his stick. Nice back and forth hockey here by both teams. Well supported by the off-puck players. It's going to spurt out here for somebody, and it's the Valkyries, a 2-on-1, but so well defended it didn't even lead to a shot. Good defensive hockey by the Serpents down there. By Owen Johnson. That was Owen Johnson, and he got the puck up over the line, but he intercepted in the neutral zone and brought back in. Back to shoot, puck deflected by Johnson and almost stopped completely, but still made its way to Roach. And a Valkyrie player was there looking to bang it in, so I kind of held my breath a little bit while I looked to see who was going to get it first, and it was indeed Roach. He covered it up, so face off to his right arm left with 10 to go in the second period. French graphic novel fans will appreciate this second of the play more than others. For the 98% of you who have no idea what I just said, don't worry about it. It's a total nerd joke. Long shot goes wide left. Rebound comes out to a Valkyrie player who centered it dangerously, but no one there to take it, and it's the Serpents coming down the other way. Duke Drinkwater powers by The D down there regathers the puck. It comes back to Dennis, who reaches out with one hand and hits it back to Duke Drinkwater. How smart and skilled was that play? Comes back to the right D, who you can tell was just trying to get it through those bodies, but wasn't able to. 3 black jerseys there. Lead it to a breakaway down the other end. Roach makes contact with it. It goes up and over. He throws, waiting to see what if it was going in or over. It did neither. It hit the crossbar. Clang. You might have heard the ooh behind me. They were just that close to getting on the board. Roach throws like a statue. He felt it hit his blocker. It rolled up and over him. He was waiting to see what happened. He heard the clang, and the puck's going back the other way. So, no goal, but it looks like the Serpents are taking their second penalty of the game. The absolute savage, Grayson Warnock. Just kidding. He's one of the cleanest players, you know. So if he got a penalty, it was for battling. You can see the referee explaining it because it wasn't clear cut. 2 minutes for a hooking. I would have to see the replay to believe the Grayson Warnock committed an infraction, but it doesn't matter. It's 2-minute power play for the Valkyries. I'm pretty sure some teenage girl just took a picture of Grayson Warnock. Nice shorthanded chance by Joel Kupiak. Another nice save by the Valkyrie goaltender. Glove save. Stretching out right to her left. Left to her left. Only 12 seconds killed on a power play or penalty kill, but the first good chance going to the Serpents. We saw the Valkyries have a couple of shorthanded opportunities. Nice zone exit there, but good support by Kupiak. Nice play by him as he tried to hold the line, but it got past him and out of the zone and was looking pretty dangerous. So Kupiak jumped on that. Doesn't get there, and you can see he wanted to take the body, but smartly held up next year, young man. That play would be neutralized right there, but in this case, he smartly let the player by rather than take the penalty, and look what it led to. Boy, oh boy, is he on. Kupiak, a one-man show out there. Actually, the other 3 players changed while he was doing that, and now he's going to be able to change. We're going to have 4 fresh skaters out there on the PK. 1:06 to go in it. Nice defense there by Christian. Oh, you know what? Him and Walker just changed. So now we have 4 fresh skaters. Travis Chanasic stealing the zone exit. Keeping it in. Trying to get it down low, but it's the Valkyries who bring it back. But so doing, he had to trap it in 3 defenders, and it allowed us to have numbers back and defend well in the PK. And this is a very good penalty kill so far. If the Valkyries have had a chance, I don't remember it. They've had a few threats, but nothing that developed. Chanasic and Henderson working together to keep the puck in their zone. And with 16 seconds to go in the power play, being counted down by our young volunteers today. Dangerous pass. Up and over the defender. I was hoping you two are watching, Linda and Dave. Welcome. There we go. Good job supporting by the volunteer. And Grayson Warnock with a fresh. Is that? Yep. I was about to say he was out there screaming in 7th gear, and he looked a bit like Connor McDavid out there, didn't he? Moving so fast that it led to an accidental, they're going to call it hooking. I thought it was tripping, but escape blade. Oh my gosh, it's not what I'm describing. It's going to Big Mac. I thought that Warnock drew a hustle call as the defender got her stick under his skate blade, and clear as day tripped him up, and it's as accidental as that is. It's a textbook tripping. But because the penalty had already been called, I find that often is the case that if one penalty is pending, they kind of ignore the second after. So at any rate, I certainly missed the hooking on Big Mac, but he's in the box for 2 minutes. See if the Serpents can kill what is basically a 4-minute back-to-back penalty. There's a few seconds in between there, but not many. Oh boy, you can see the snow mounting. It looks like an Ottawa snow pile over there. So I checked the rule book, and for reasons of conflict of interest, we here at Papa TV, live from the Money Team Broadcast Studio, coming to you from the Harbour City Classic, not in Harbour City, but in Parksville. Because of conflict of interest, we're not allowed to name family members fans of a game or a tournament. So it makes it clear. We're ready to call it here with 2.5 games gone in a 4-game tournament. Linda and Dave, you two are sharing the Fans of the Tournament Award. Congratulations for winning, watching your grandson's Serpents team when he's not even here, and as you are multitasking between this game and your other grandson's baseball game. How's that for grandparenting? And what a nice day as well. Dave, you two are the fans of the tournament. 40 seconds ago in the penalty kill. 5:15 to go in the second period. Still 2-0. Still anybody's game. I really feel like a goal could come any moment here, and I felt that way for quite a while, and this whole period, in fact, and none has this period. So it's one of those games, though. Both teams are threatening, and we've had some close calls at either end. I don't want to call it luck, but I'd say both teams are lucky to have I guess I just did, are lucky to have the number of goals scored against them as they do. I feel like it could be up to 3 or 4-2 Valkyries, or as high as 5-6 Serpents. So here's Grayson Warnock into the slot. Fights through a nice defensive play. The defender got her stick on the puck, and he just fought through that and got right in front of the net. There wasn't much to shoot at, though. The goaltender tracked it very well, despite the conflict getting the puck there, and she was in position to make the save on a nice shot by Grayson Warnock. How nice is it? Yes, I got to drive Grayson and Mason, number 11, Duke, and Elliot to the Boston Pizza yesterday, and I don't think I couldn't laugh in that whole 8 minutes just listening to those guys in the back seat and passenger seat. It's a real good group of kids we have here. One touch in the puck. Holy smokes, what a kid do 3/4. Unbelievable. He just sit on here. I don't like using the word perfect, but I mean, what a perfect kid he is. I'm sure he's not with his own parents, but he has been with us. We're going to have him already honest in the hotel room. It's just going to be Pixie and Elliot after this. That's Duke with the puck. I told him he's got to play this like it's 2 games, so he may have a goal earlier. That's for this game. Let's see if he can get one in the next game. Don't tell me they're calling that. I don't think that should be a penalty. They're calling Big Mac for what? What are they calling that? 2 minutes for swatting sticks. He's not happy. I haven't seen him this mad since someone tried to beat up his brother yesterday. How are you guys doing this? Are you doing all? Have you played 2 games or 1 game? 3 games. Okay, what's your record? 2. Lost 1? 1-2. Okay. Yeah, the bottom line is they're going to make the penalty on that one. So, boy. 3 in a row here for the Valkyries. Their best chance so far. Roach with the initial save. The puck was there. The rebound was shot behind the net. That one shot wide right of the net. And again, that's 3 times now that, boy, was it close to a goal, but not quite. And they don't count the not quites in hockey, so this will be after another 1:30 if it goes that far. 6 minutes of penalty kill for the Serpents this period. Pretty much like I said, back to back to back, a few seconds between. Whoa, elbow to Travis Gymnastics head. Goes uncalled. It was accidental. I don't know, just quick little moment of frustration, and the referee, I guess, called it unsportsmanlike. Nice shot. Nice save. Rebound comes back to the shot. Taker number 13. Left pad save just with his toe by Roach. That one he tracked easy. Got with his blocker. Stopped it with his left pad. And then with his glove, I think he made a right pad. blocker, left pad, and glove save. The only thing he didn't get with his stick, chest, and head involved. Everything else, that was like a training drill. I guess that's why you do them in those goaltender sessions, is to replicate game situations like that. And 3 or 4 peppered shots right in a row, and he saved them all. What a beautiful little sequence for him. Number 13 on the Valkyries as well, being dangerous. That shot deflected. I'm not sure it wasn't deflected a second time. I don't think it made it to the net, though. It looked to me like it went wide left or was stopped before it got that deep, and it's sent back in. Asher Wakeland with it, takes it, sends it down low with 34 seconds to go on the power play. He's chasing. Shout out, that's number 13. It's number 2, and I seem to remember they had a number 7 as well. And the 3 of them were all big, strong skaters, good with the puck on their stick. Well, that was so. Number 2 settled back at D, so she's a natural D. Okay, we have 8 seconds to go on the penalty. She's been busy. Oh, Mason Baines almost created a power play. We see Big Mac jumping back on the ice. No need for the helper this time. She's getting her steps in. Hopefully that's it. The penalties this period for the Serpents. 30 to go in the period. 2-0 for them. 5-5. You see a skillful zone exit here from Christian. All the way down, but it drifts left to the net. Taken there by the Valkyries and coming back the other way. Lots of Serpents back. It's a one-man rush, so 4 players back. It's kind of a 3-on-4. So not surprisingly, the Serpents get the puck, but they're also getting another penalty. Holy smokes. So 7 minutes of a 15-minute penalty with a carryover if the Valkyries don't cash in. Short-handed play by these Serpents. They're playing with fire here. Lewis Christian taking that one. I didn't see it. I saw the indication was slashing. Grayson Warnock comes in, gets bodied up. You can see the whole Serpents bench wanting a penalty on that one. Not given. Don't say too much to that ref. I have a follow-up on the penalty at the end of the game yesterday. This young man here got a full 2-hand timber, I am told. I have not gone back to watch the video, but it was a coach that was on the bench right, saw it clearly. Said it was a full 2-hand whack, like a lumberjack coming down a tree. Caught him in his rib. He went to the bench. He's fighting back here, and he said to himself. And I said, loudly, and I was told no. And I said, are you leaving out an F word? And he said, no. He said, open your eyes, ref. I said, you didn't say open your effing eyes? And he said, no. So we went to the bench. He said, open your eyes, ref. In frustration, got called for a technical based on that. So we didn't have a story on that yesterday, so I could fill that in now. So that's that for housekeeping from yesterday. We got a minute left in this penalty. 7 minutes of a 15-minute period, like I said. Look at Lucas Johnson out there. He comes and Elliot Rose, he looks at the referee and shakes his head in disapproval. See the Valkyries there cheering on the goaltender, and they should too. She's been fantastic this game. Has her team in a position where they're still right there in this game, down 2-0 with a full period to go. Roach having a conversation with the older Hudson. Well, I guess no, the elder Dennis is coaching up the players right now. So Hayden Dennis, I don't know what you call him. What do you call the mid-child? The mid-elder? Younger would be Hudson. Anyway, Lucas getting comfortable over there. Treating the boards like it's his throne, and why not? The way these two have been playing. I got to sit with the elder Johnson at the dinner last night. And say, I feel more comfortable saying about your son than mine, but I think this team has really solid goaltending. He said, well, if you just look at the way these guys have been playing, there's been some bigger numbers put up, but what a great game Lucas played yesterday. I think Elliott's game was perhaps the best of his career. I think we got a real good goaltending duo here. These Serpents. And if you add in the AP, who is Kerry Park fans will know Hunter Campbell. I mean, what a stable of goalies we have. Players too when everyone's here, right? Here's a good shot of the eye black. Nice wave too. Trying to show the eye black. It's good to see kids having fun. I was thinking that last night because we're eliminated from. It's a 5-team tournament. As a reminder, only the first and second teams go through. Set down ice with 36 seconds to go in the penalty cup. First and second seeds are going to play a game as the puck is stolen down low by Dennis, but it got caught up in his skates and he wasn't able to free it to his stick. Real nice use of his speed to get up on the players faster than they're used to. He's just got a different gear than other players. Got the puck free, but not where he could get a shot up. That shot was deflected. Not much on it, but it was deflected in tight, but it went wide right. Smiling number 7 with the puck. Now, if she weren't shooting on the Serpents, I'd cheer for her to score. But yeah, you can see the eye black there that the players have. I don't think there's any player on their team that doesn't have it. It's something some kids do to get locked in, and clearly this team does. Shot saved. I saw it behind Roach. That happens fairly often. It was on the backside of the mesh, so behind the net, not in the net. Woo! And with the penalty having expired, that is called an icing and the face-off back down. And hey, they're playing Oliver Scow song. Scow! For those of you that don't know, number 10 on the 2013 Serpents is Oliver Scow. And when he scores a goal, that's his song. It goes dun 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 Scow! And it's called Smooth Criminal. And he'll steal a goalie's heart. Ooh. Another promising shot, but wide right. I had this impression the 2 times we played this Valkyries team before as well. Another tip up over Roach's glove, off the crossbar and out, and twice now. That's been the case on a deflection down low. Roach playing the initial shot. To his credit, got his glove up to give himself a chance at the deflection, but the deflection going up and over the net. Wow. 2 times now, if you haven't been watching the whole game, that's happened, so you got to be lucky to be good, and you got to be good to be lucky. Roach showing that here today. This Serpents team as number 2 walks right in. Didn't deflect on Walker in front as he went to protect, to block this shot. But that can make it even trickier on the goalie. It's kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't situation for D sometimes. But Roach with a clear enough shot view of the puck to make the what turned out to be fairly easy save. Wow, this is a good game. 2-0. 2-0. Oh, this is how you get 2-0 games. This could be 4-2, 6-4, 6-2. It's a good one. Both teams battling so hard that just the smallest little differences here making the difference. But I was in the process of saying how well I think this Valkyries team plays. They're a very good team in my opinion. Well coached, well trained. I don't know where they're from or anything. I don't know. I assume they're from the island since we played them in 2 island tournaments. I saw Campbell River sticker on the helmet of one of the players, so she'd be from up north island. Oh, Mac McConnell with a promising shot. Doesn't make it through the crowd though. 2-on-1 developing here. Only 1 D back, so that left a player alone in front, but good back support, but leading to a good chance down low, left all alone. The Valkyrie player got his shot on net. Roach takes that in the chest and smothers up the rebound. So again there, just good hockey on both sides. Love to see it. ended with good goaltending, but previous to that, we had good support by the Serpents player hustling to get back. You saw the Valkyrie player with the puck on her as she was pursuing the stick, looking around to assess the play, and I thought, how impressive is that? She hasn't got the puck yet, and she's looking ahead to see what she's going to do when she gets it. Did get it in front, but good support them taking that away. Good hockey all around. This dude Drinkwater's a different kid now. He's as big and strong. I tell you what, a different player. He's always been very balanced and gifted player, but he's so big and strong now. You could see that the Serpents thought that was icing. It was waved off at the last moment, led to a very soft shot in front, but it was as far out as Roach could reach, and he grabbed it with the very bottom of his pad and then forced to make a follow-up save. These Valkyries are pressing. They have not been missing by much. That's it. They've had 4 good chances here in the last couple of minutes. Let's go, Serpents. Oh, yeah, I think Travis got beat and quote-unquote accidentally stuck his leg out just enough to trip up the player on the ice, and she fell down. That'll be tripping. I did not see what happened back here. That is not related to the penalty being called. Travis not aware, or maybe just hoping if he pretends it'll go away, but I think he just stuck his foot out when he got beat there. And that's an instinctual thing. If he was looking, he made contact with the knee. You see the parents of the player down coming over to watch from the bench. I'm going to not show that. There's no reason to show that, but she's being attended to. It looks like they're looking at the back of her calf, which I think is probably a good sign, unless it's to support the knee, because the worst thing it can be is a ACL or MCL. She's that's not a good sign. What's that? Because you had the contact here, and I think that's what they call the penalty. Over here as well? Oh, okay. So it might have been on the injury, actually. I'm going to find out who got that first goal this game, this break. Can you tell me who got the first Serpents goal? Was it 16 or 87?
Number 15.
50?
15, 1-5.
Oh, Kupiak. What about the second one? 16. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. What about the third one? Predict it. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the second goal was, in fact, Duke Drinkwater. That's right. Big Joel Kupiak getting that first one. But let's get back to the action here, because after a good long stretch of sustained pressure in this third period at even strength, after half a period of power play in the second, the Valkyries are going to a 4-minute power play. So I think it's off for that first contact. I won't comment because I didn't see it. So, but I believe that. But here's what I know: it's a 4-minute penalty. No, Elliot. Yeah. Sorry, I was going to say Elliot. They're killing the penalty. They're not. They're on the power play. That's why he's on the ice and I'm watching from the stands. He knows it. He calls icing. So a free zone clear for the Serpents. 30 seconds gone from that 4-minute penalty. This is a crucial part of this game, obviously. I'm having fun. I hope the kids are. I hope you are, quote unquote, nothing to play for, but these kids don't know that. And they only play one way, and that's the right way. And once it's something about the sport of hockey, once you get playing it, whether it's an exhibition game or a consolation game or whatever it is. Oh, nice Nice job by William Wedge to get enough of that puck that it just floats up in the air. Easy pop up. Easy pop up for Roach. He grabs it. What looked like a very dangerous opportunity, all but neutralized by Wedge, leaving nothing but an easy tidy up for Roach coming in from second base to catch the pop up behind the mound. And with that, the first minute of the 4 minutes has expired off of this penalty kill. Chance to clear here. Isn't going to get out, but yet the way it was rolling, I didn't know if Warnock was going to be able to intercept it and force it down. He was going to get it. She was able to get it. However, the way it was floating, she couldn't get any force on the clear. Allowed Warnock to clear it. Good job here between Mason Baines to put pressure on James Walker to hold the line, and Grayson Warnock, those three out there with Christian, sorry. I don't know why I do that. Lewis Christian, number 22. The four of them doing a good job killing this penalty. Oh, boy. Look at the hands of that young man. Grayson Warnock gains his own, turns back, tries to get it down low. It's tight. I can only see kind of, you can see more than me. I'm going to watch through the video here. Looked like 3 black jerseys over there, and then it was a scramble clear, and allows more seconds to tick away. Nice end-to-end rush here. She's through 3 of the 4 players. Takes a shot from there, hits the outside of the net, bounces behind the net, and down and out with 1:44 to go in the penalty kill. 8:11 to go in this game. It's been at a standstill in terms of scoring, but not in opportunities. Number 22, there's another big, strong skater on this team. Grabbed the puck with nothing but ice in front of her, but then 3 players off the bench were able to rejoin. Shot taken, save made, rebound, save made, whistle blew, puck loose, ends up in the net, but it's not a goal. Woo! Wow, I think actually it might have been a Serpent that threw that in at the end of the play. Did a Serpent trying to clear it, or maybe it was a whistle? I don't know, but anyway, Roach had the puck between his 2 pads. Ref right there could see it. Said that puck's out of play. Blew the whistle. That one came through, and you can see Roach was left to react. He's looking at bodies, and there's a puck in front of him, and he throws that left side of his body up, protects it, covers it, and attaboy Elliot Roach. It's all that mini sticks with Duke Drinkwater, I'm telling you. That off-season training. Woo! Okay, minute 13 to go on the power play, 7:43 to go in the game. I really feel like this one's far from over. The next goal is going to dictate the feel of the end of this game. A lot like the round-robin game these two played, ended 5-4. Start to finish, this Valkyries team, I thought, has been excellent. Shot taken, save made into the slot by Roach. Nicely cleared by, I think it was Asher Wakeland that got that. Look at the good work in front there by Big Mac McConnell, covering up the Valkyrie forward. Good job, Mac. Some good, strong off-puck defense. And that's him with the puck on his stick. Able to clear it out as far as center ice. 28 seconds to go. Nice gather and shoot. And again, Valkyrie's doing a good job to keep it from going the full length of the ice. But Hudson Dennis out there with his speed, looking at forcing that play. Nice support down there. I think that's Asher Week still out there. Big Mac still out there. Right D and left B is 22? 22, Christian. Or number 2. Number 2, Johnson. Owen Johnson. There we go. We see Paul Drew go back, jump back into the play. We're back to even. That smooth move by Hayden Dennis. Hayden Hudson, his brother in the building's throwing me off. What a nicely defended play there, using his momentum against him. We have a 2-on-1 developing here. Oh, the initial pass. Wedge defending between the 2 players. Went stick to stick. Oh, that's finally going to go. It's too much pressure for too long. That 2-on-1 led to a good chance. The pass back might have been better off being a shot, but pass back, missed the puck, regathered, side to side in front of the crease. Any hope that Elliott could end this tournament with a shutout game on the last day. Dashed, and more importantly than that, with a full 6 minutes to go, the Valkyries have just been taking the last two periods of this game to the Serpents, helped a big part by power plays. Find themselves with a lot of time left, needing one goal. Let's see if the Serpents can stay out of the box. That was not a power play goal for the Valkyries. It's back to 5-on-5, but after an extended 10 minutes of the last 25, I believe, the Serpents that played shorthanded. I might be missing one in there. Play continues. Oh, another dangerous opportunity for the Valkyries. Nice to see so many parents up here able to make it being a weekend day. Look at the quick flash of the stands there. Show it to so many people. Nice play. Well, I said it yesterday. Grayson and Mason seem to have real chemistry together. They've been playing on the same team together off and on since they were little kids. And I think it shows. They're very good friends off the ice. And the back and forth between those two there. Great hockey. Gets it out to the line. And he's playing full-time D today. Nice to Warnock. No, that was to Baines. And now Warnock down low. A cycle between he and Baines and Navarrete. Oh, and he finds a little bit of space in the slot. They're fighting for the puck. And it's the Valkyrie that's going to come away with it. Some good hockey there again by both teams. And again, we have an odd player rush here. Navarrete playing defense like it's all he's ever played. Another nice stop by him. And big, strong Joel Kopiak. He takes a hit. He takes another hit. They're not calling those penalties because he fought through them. It's a Valkyrie player, in fact, who fell. Play continues. We have 4:26 to go in the third period. Nice play there by Christian. Well read. He gets tripped up. That's going to help a lot with 4:19 to go. Well, that was possession. You can see the player that touched the puck, number 7, saying to the ref, I had the puck and hit it, and she did. Referee did not see it. Roach making his way to the box, the bench for a extra skater, 6-on-5 now. And you know what? The longer that went, probably the better, because the Valkyries weren't allowed to touch the puck without taking a penalty. That takes more seconds off the clock, and they are now going to the box for 2 minutes, half the remaining time in the game. Well, you know what? It took a while for the penalties to balance out. I feel bad for that player. It was just a hustle play, and certainly nothing selfish, or it was no act of frustration. She was just trying to get the puck, but instead she got skeet. Marcellus is confused. He seems to be getting another player, but they do in fact have their 5 out, because of course the goalie is going to end up 2-1 with 4 minutes to go on the power play. So she finds herself in the box, hoping her teammates can bail her out. So far, so good from her goaltender. A nice save on that shot by, I believe it was Dennis. Nice passing to set that up. Why nobody dances like these Parksville volunteers. The scorekeeper's box here, and it's different people all the time. They all dance. I love them. They're having the time. Look, she's still going. The music's even over. A lot of viewers out there watching this game too. Oh boy, is this going to be well done by Christensen. Gets just enough obstruction on number 13 to force her wide. She gets a shot, but from there you expect her goalie to make the save, and he does. But a good shorthanded chance created by her, number 13. Good defense by Christian to neutralize it, and somehow only 25 seconds is gone on this power play. I feel like it was more, but a quick flash of the crowd over here supporting the Serpents. Again, we're somewhere between an hour and a half and maybe 2.5 hours. 15 is another drive, depending where you live. Nice pass. Duke Drinkwater gets it up to Grayson Warnock. His shot, the goaltender didn't see it. That's because it had been blocked in front of her by number 2. She's having a great game. Oh, that's passing. Grows on Chinasic, but he's still able to get it over. I believe that's Warnock. Let's it go. Rising shot. Well saved. Going to be a rebound on a shot like that, though, on a blocker save almost all the time. And that was Jumped on by the Serpents, but kept up. But Warnock now drifts around. Finds his teammate down low left. He throws it back right side. Had that connected, it would have been a clear tap in. Great hockey by these Serpents. Just missing the toe on the tic-tac-toe. Drinkwater, Chinasic, and Warnock, I believe, on that. There's 36 seconds to go in the power play, but I don't know if you can hear the groans of the Serpent supporters behind me here. We're not feeling too secure in this. This game feels far from over. The Valkyries have been pushing for 2 periods, and we've just been fighting them off. And then you see the snow monster, the Ottawa-esque snowbank stealing the puck, but Serpent's able to regather and get it down low. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Warnock stops, gets it back to Chinasic. He's got a pretty clear shot to the net. Steps into the slot. Kind of lines left, right, left. Goalie tracking was caught deep in her net because she had to respect the passing options down low, and from our angle, you can see how much Chinasic had to shoot out. It's just left to him to finish nicely, and he did. He got the puck up into that mesh area to get the 3rd goal of the game for the Serpents. The first 2 coming pretty early in that first period, so it's been a long time since their last goal. Power play goal for the Serpents. I'm going to say ironically, considering how much time they've been on the PK, but a PP goal for the Serpents. Still a minute 54 to go in this game. You don't want to give it back right away because this Valkyries team has been dangerous. I said that next goal just looks so big. It really does. 3-1 with a minute 41. What has been an absolutely... This reminds me of the game yesterday. It's just so even, and it almost feels like the score is independent of the play. That if these 2 teams played a 7-game series, we'd have a back and forth all the way through. Flip some points, see what happens today. The Serpents, so far at least, have been the slightly, I don't even want to say better team, but more successful team. 3-1. Oh, another post and out, I think. I didn't hear a ting, though. It might have been on this glove. Nice save there by the blocker by Roach on a real nice hard shot. Had to be quick with that. This team is very talented. You can see it's an empty net down there. 6 skaters to 5, but that might be a penalty. Nope, plays continuing. That might be a penalty. Nope, plays continuing. Oh, the Valkyrie player didn't see the puck. My favorite part of the game, when the crowd cheers, a clutch save. What an interesting sequence there. The Valkyries player didn't see the puck, so it drifted past her to Wedge. Wedge had a shot at the empty net, took it. It bounced off a Valkyries player and back. So a series of wonky little plays led eventually to a breakaway and played well enough by Roach. The shooter had nothing to go at this one. Oh, it just bounces off the outside of the post. That'll be icing. Poor Wedge, he must have been the one that shot it because you could see his disappointment. Couldn't have missed by less. It just hit the outside of that post. Woo! It had enough on it to get there. Killed a few seconds anyway. These face-offs loom large in these empty net situations. Oh, if you can't win it, you neutralize it. Good job there by Grayson Warnock. It's support from Kupiak. He throws it towards the net. The swift Valkyries player hustles back to get it, but in so doing trips up. Allows, I believe that's Baines down there to pin the puck on the board. It is, and that's good because he's smart. You know he's just going to try to kill second. The puck got loose. It was passed in front by Kupiak, I believe, and finished off by Warnock, I believe. I was watching Mason Beans in the corner. I actually did not see who did. I don't know how these refs do it. I can't do it. I'm watching the film. Bottom line is that should do it. 4-1's going to make it sound like an easier game than it was for sure. It's just ending the game, I think. Why would you do that? Yeah, the one ref said no. Why? You're taking more time to try to end the game with 13 seconds to go. Why would you do that? Give them a chance. Anyway, the way these Valkyries have played, like I think they deserve a chance to get one more goal. But at any rate, it took more than 13 seconds for him to convince anybody else in the rink other than him that the game was over. He finally did. Nobody agreed with him. Just out of respect, that team deserved their last 13 seconds. They've been playing well. Either way, 4-1 victory for these Serpents. They finally get the win they deserve after the way they played yesterday. Now 1-2 in the tournament. Be nice if they could win tonight, make it 2-2. They were basically 500 in that Vancouver tournament. In fact, not only did they won through the round robin, they were 8 goals against after 3 games, and then they won their semifinal game and lost their final game, so they were 2-1 for the tournament. They had only one more goal for than against, which is a very respectful result playing against quality opposition like they were in Vancouver. So that being the best we can do in this tournament, another 500 performance after an exceptional start in the first tournament, winning the best result, I'll say, winning a gold. I think that'd be a good, respectful finish for these guys. We shall see this late evening. I imagine a lot of you will be watching that on the replay tomorrow, especially if you're east of the West Coast. 8 p.m. Again, just from memory, but I'm fairly certain of that 8 p.m. start here. Scheduled to go to 9:15 p.m. now. I can see him up close. I confirm 100% that is Hayden Dennis. Boy, what a hockey player that guy is. So I remember this time, so we'll have our player of the game presentation. I can think of a few players that we're going to give it to. I can think of a few players that we're going to give it to. And Joel Kupiak's one of them. Would it be Joel? Woo! Yeah, I mean, again, it's a very sophisticated pick in my opinion. That kid shows up game in and game out. Yes, he got a goal this game, but I mean, it's just the way he plays. Solid game in, game out. Let's see one for them. Number 20. Okay. So that's a good team over there. That's a good team over here. So well played game on both sides. Way too many penalties taken by the Serpents, but the penalty killing unit was great. The goaltending was there. Defensive support was there. Goal production was sufficient throughout the game, and then so many offensive chances created, forced their goalie to be absolutely outstanding. She was. Really a 2-1 game until we opened it up at the end. The one empty netter made a 4-1 final, 1-2 record to this tournament so far, and a game coming tonight. Hopefully it's as fun as this one. The all-female fun day continues as we play the female snipers. That's officially their name. Sounds like a designated terrorist group, but the female snipers here at this arena tonight for more fun. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. These kids are off. We had so much left over from the buffet last night. The two of the more resilient moms said, let's take that food home with us and have a lunch here today. So we're off to the beach estates for these kids to hang out in the sun, have some leftover pizza, pasta, and salad, hang out with their teammates. A beautiful afternoon ahead of them and a game tonight. So good Serpent Saturday. We'll see you guys later tonight.